then, huh?
Cash for the cotton goods, cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods, cash for the fancy goods.
Cash for the noggins and the piggins and the firkins.
Cash for the hogshead, cusk, and demijohn.
Cash for the crackers and the pickles and the pipers.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk?
You can talk, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, 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 you can talk, you can talk, you can talk, 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 bicker, 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 you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
What's the Model T for? Made the trouble, made the people want to go, want to get up and go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 22, 23 miles to the county seat.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Who's gonna patronize a little bitty 2x4 can't store anymore?
What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
At the Model T at all, take a gander at the store, at the margarine store, at the present day store, the present day margarine departmentalized grocery store.
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it?
What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
Where do you get it? You can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, you can bicker, you can talk, 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 bicker, 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 you can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't, but you gotta know the territory.
Where's the you need a biscuit made the trouble? You need to put the package in a package, You need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package. Make the Cracker Barrel obsolete.
Obsolete.
Cracker Barrel went out the window with the nail pouch, cut, plug, charmed by the stove. Changed the approach of a traveling salesman. Made it pretty hard.
No, it didn't, but you gotta know the territory.
Gone.
Gone with the hogshead, cascade, demijohn, gone with the sugar barrel, pickle barrel, melting pan, gone with the tub and the pail and the tears. Ever meet a fellow by the name of Hill?
Just a minute.
Never heard any salesman Hill.
No, he doesn't know the territory.
What's the fellow's line?
Never worries about his line. Or the Cracker Barrel being obsolete, or the you need a biscuit in an airtight sanitary package, or the Model T4.
Just a minute.
Never worry about his line.
Never worry about his line?
The doggone thing. He's just a big bell ring, a big hog, great go, nectar, nothing, rich word, every kind of bullseye salesman. That's Treasure Harold Hill. Tell us, what's his line?
He's a fake, and he doesn't know the territory.
Look, what do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
He's a music man.
He's a what?
Music man.
That's supposed to happen.
Cigarettes illegal in this state. Board!
All right, if you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
Really know Harold Hill?
Never saw him in my life, but I know this much. He's given every one of us a down black card. And after he's worked the town over, the next salesman arrives, gets automatically tarred and feathered and rode out to the city limits on a rail. You think that's funny? Wait till it happens to you. Your hair never grows back.
Why should you get voted out of town on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he's got to guarantee to teach the kids to play. Well, and then form them kids in a band with himself the leader.
Well, what's wrong with that?
And what's wrong with that? He doesn't know one note from another. That's what's wrong with that. He can't tell a bass drum from a pipe organ. When I catch up with that swarming two-bit thimble rigger, I'm going to squeal on him loud.
Wow, you're mad, Charlie. You ought to be around when you catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Not even the great Professor Harold Hill will sell those neck-rolled Hawkeyes out here.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try.
would ever come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. Well, she wouldn't have come anyway. Behold, as a fall leaf the longer in December, if you ask about our weather in July. And we're so far gone starboard, we can stand touching noses for a week at a time and never see eye to eye. God will give you our shirts and a band to go with it. If your rope should happen to die.
What the heck? You're welcome. Glad to have you with us. Even though we never wish you did again.
You really ought to give Iowa, Hawkeye, Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mississippi, Cuba, Ace, Clear Lake. Ought to give Iowa a try.
Mr. Squires? Yes, I'm interested in a rig for Sunday if you could accommodate me.
And I expected not to see the man in charge of hiring rigs. He was late as usual. Hey, Gregory!
Marcellus!
You old son of a gunlet! Greg!
Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill.
Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming?
I didn't know I was myself. Besides, thought I'd know that you'd end up in a little tank town like this. You're a pretty big slicker when you're in business with me.
Too many close shaves the way you were. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Poffenmeyer, Floss's niece.
Oh, done legit, huh? Ooh, I knew you'd come to no good.
What's the new pitch? You're not backing up bad business. I heard you was in steam automobiles.
I was.
What happened?
Oh, somebody actually invented one.
No.
Now give me the lowdown here, Mars.
No. You'll never get anywhere in the band business if he's stubborn, I don't know, Greg. Besides, they got a stuck-up music teacher who'll exploit you before you get your grip unpacked.
Male or female?
The music teacher? She's a librarian. Female.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. She passes by. Point her out to me.
I will. How are you going to start the pitch?
Oh, same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance. And then I'll figure out a way to get your town out of the serious trouble that it's in.
River City isn't in any trouble.
It isn't? Well, then I'll have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a kid's band. You remember. Now what's new around here? What can I use?
Nothing. No, except the billiard parlor just put in a new pool table.
They've never had a pool table before?
No, only billiards.
Great, that'll do. Thanks, Marcia. Oh, don't forget, music teacher.
Music teacher.
Mr. Dunlap?
Yep.
Either you're close to your rights to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you got trouble, my friend. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. I'm certainly mighty proud to say. I'm always mighty proud to say. I consider the hours that I spend with the cue in my hand are golden. Some people cultivate horse sense and a cool head and a keen eye. Did you ever try giving an ironclad leap to yourself from a 3-rail billiard shot? But just as I say, it takes judgment, brains, and maturity. To score in a bog-like game, I say that any boob, if they can shove a ball in a pocket, I call that slop. The first big step on the road to the depths of dangerous say. First, it's a little of medicinal wine from a teaspoon, then beer from a bottle. And the next thing you know, your son is playing for money in a pinchback suit. And listen to some big out-of-town Jasper, hear him tell about horse race gambling. Not a wholesome trot race, no, but a race where they sit down right on the horse. I like to see some stuck-up junkie boy riding on Dan, patch making blood, boiled old friends, I should say. Now, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a bum with a capital B that rhymes with B, that stands for bull. And all week long, your River City youth will be frittering away. Say, your young men will be frittering. Frittering away their noontime, suppertime, chore time too. Get the ball in the pocket, never mind getting the dandelions pulled to the screen or patch of the bee stick counted. And never mind pumping any water till your parents are caught with a cistern empty on a Saturday night, that's trouble. Oh yes, you got lots and lots of trouble. I'm thinking of the kids in the knickerbocker shirt tail young. Thinking of the pool hall window after school. You got trouble, folks, right here in River City. Trouble with the capital T that rhymes with P and that stands for bull. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. And I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversation goes on while they're loafing around that hall? Let me try it out. Beaver, try it out. Cuban, try it out. Tailor-made like cigarette beans. And bragging all how they're gonna cover the telltale breath with sin. One fine night, they'll leave that pool hall, head for a dance in the Army, libertine, and install the women and rag. Shameless music that'll Jerry George like, and your daughter to the yards of the jungle, and Melissa Gas, hysteria. Red Seattle brain is the devil's playground trouble. Oh, yeah, trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. Capital T, that rhymes with P, and that stands for bull. That stands for bull. They surely got trouble. They surely got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here. Gotta figure out a way to keep the young ones moral after school.
Our children's
Mothers of River City, read the morning before it's too late. Look for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knee? Is there a nicotine stain on his index finger? A dime novel hidden in the corn crib. Is he memorizing jokes that are kept in Billy's whiz bag? Are certain words creeping into his conversation? Words like swell, and so's your old man. If so, my friends, you got trouble. Oh, we got trouble. Right here in River City. Right here in River City. Capital T, that rhymes with P, that stands for bull.
That stands for bull.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here in River City.
Right here.
Remember the main Plymouth Rock and the Golden Rule.
Our children's gonna have trouble.
Oh, we're in trouble. We're in terrible, terrible trouble. That game with the 15 covered balls and the devil's goal.
Devil's goal.
Yes, we have trouble, trouble, trouble.
Oh, yes, we have trouble. Here we got big trouble.
With a T.
Capital T.
Rhymes with B.
That rhymes with B.
Stands for fool.
That stands for bull.
You dropped your...
No,
Didn't I meet you in...
no.
No, I'll only be in town in a short while.
That's your daughter? Yes, Mama. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be there in a minute. Fine, dear. Now you're exercising.
I don't remember the library being open last 4th of July.
It was, Mama, all evening. Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh? Ooh.
I never saw him before.
Did you say anything?
He tried.
Did you say anything?
Mama, of course not. Now don't dawdle on me with this. So don't break me, a little slower, the fingers curve as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
I don't see what it would hurt you to at least find out if the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What did?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Well, excuse me for living, but I never read it.
Neither has anyone else in this town.
There you go again with that same old comment about low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural route, I say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his list. What a shame.
You know, all about is this, Amaryllis.
Well, Andrew, I'll bet he won't say it.
No, thank you, Emerald.
He's crying. Why does he get so mad at people just because he lists?
It's not only because he lists. That's just part of it.
Well, what's the other part?
Never mind. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even you and your mother?
No, dear. We all have to be a little patient.
Well, I'm patient even though he doesn't ever talk to me, but I talk to him every night. I wish him good night on the evening star. You have to do it the very second you see it, too, or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Sleep tight.
Oh, there, darling, don't cry. You have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you. Can I play my cocktail piece?
May I?
May I play my cocktail piece?
You may.
See, without a sweetheart, you have no one to say goodnight to on the evening star.
I know, Amaryllis. For the time being, say, good night, my someone. You can put in the name with right someone comes along.
All right, it's better than nothing.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your cocktail piece.
Now I may play my costume.
for leading the singing, and to J.C. Squires for some fine stereotypic slides, and Ethel Toppelmeyer, our 5-player piano player. As mayor of River City, I welcome you, River Citizen, to the 4th of July exercises set up for the indoors here at Madison Gymnasium. Account the weather. 4 score,
7 years ago. The members of the school board will now present a patriotic tableau. Oh, the members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Instead, the Wonton Negroes of the local wigwam at Hiawatha will present a spectacle my wife. Glenn McKechnie Shin will take a leading part. Mrs. Shin will recover. No thanks to a certain young ruffian who's a disgrace to this city. The Payne's fireworks spectacle, last days of Pompeii, will take place, providing the rain stops by 9:30. It'll be out to Madison Picnic Park in the far meadow across the creek from the pest house.
Well, how can it be raining? Didn't the Gazette predict fire? Sure did, Hewitt. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
The Gazette is accurate most of the time. You know it, Jason.
Yeah.
You wouldn't last long in the banking business being accurate.
Now, just a minute. Let's have order here. Order! Order!
Remember Red's late again tonight.
I make it early. Yep, she's late, all
Ah,
right.
she's right on time. It's a matter of your watch.
Please stop making this moment.
What in the world they said?
Never mind. 4 7 years ago.
We hear there's a pool table in town.
Yes, that's what I
Now,
heard.
just a minute.
Is it a pool table or isn't it?
Will you please allow me to get on with the
We
exercises?
don't want to get on with any exercises until we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah!
Resist sin and corruption.
Yeah!
Fight that devil and keep our young boys pure.
Yes!
Friends, I have your attention, please. Attention, please. Well, I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize a River City Boys Band. Whole thing, my friends, how can any pool tamer ever hope to compete with the gold trombone? Remember, my friends, when a handful of drum players stood to the famous fabled walls of Jericho. Oh, build your parlor walls, come tumbling down. Enough band will do it, my friends. Oh, yes, I mean a boys band. You hear me? I mean, River City's got to have a boys band. I mean, she needs it right today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on it, and River City's going to have her boys band. As sure as the Lord made little green apples, and that band's going to be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred, and you'll hear the thundering of the crashing drums and the shimmering of trumpets, Honduras, and you'll feel something akin to the electric thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conaway, the great creator, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on that very same historic day. 76 trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They were followed by rows and rows of the finest virtuoso, the dreams of every famous man. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets right begun. There were the 1,000 reeds ringing out like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper
hour without moving a muscle. Never mind. I want that man's credentials. Grab that one.
Wow, you really want to shit. Thank you, Professor. Ringleader, you know, what he does, the whole gang does.
You wild kid, you hanging around my oldest girl? His father went with day laborers south of town. You wild kid, tagging out Main Street after my oldest girl last Sunday.
I wasn't either tagging.
Don't you counteract me.
We was just walking together. Gee, quiet.
Watch your phraseology. I know what she's doing. My little Gracie's seen you. Now you stay away from my oldest girl, and you'll hear from me till we lay the rails. Bill, talk to you Monday morning about this van thing. Over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. Ben, I want that spellbinder's credential.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
If you don't know this kid, he's tough. He's got his whole gang waiting outside.
I'll be careful. Tommy, I'd like to talk to you about the van. Gee, Professor, that's for the little kid. Oh, I'm not talking about playing in the van. Look, you're mechanically minded, aren't you? Did you ever do anything with perpetual motion?
Oh, nearly had it a couple times.
You did, and you're my man. Do you realize that nobody has ever invented a music holder for the marching piccolo player? There's no place to hang the music.
I wonder where I can get some wire.
Look in your cellar, son. That's where people keep wire. Tommy. Tommy, yeah.
Yes, sir?
Now, Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang. Young lady, miss, what's your name?
Sunita? I had no idea you were Sunita. Yes.
Do you know Tommy Shoeless?
Oh, well,
Tommy, I'd like you to escort the young lady home.
only because I'm not going home. I'm going to the library. Yes.
Well, then, Tommy, I would like you to escort the young lady home by way of the library, by way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow, but you made a couple of mistakes.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own that billiard parlor and that new pool table.
Oh. What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest girl.
Professor, we'd like to get your credentials with the school board.
We need academics.
We need letters and paper.
They can put in the bond.
Wait. What am I hearing? Say ice cream.
Ice cream, but I don't sing, young man.
All right, then. Talk then. Down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
Ice cream. And you, sir. Ice cream. Good. And you, sir. Well, ladies, from now on, you'll never see one of those men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why, they've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream. Ice cream. Ice cream.
Now can there be any
Sin sincere. Where is the good, good goodbye? Your apprehensions confuse me, dear. Puzzle and mystify, tell me what can be meant in farewell, dear, while one single star shines above. How can there be any sin sincere? Aren't we sincerely in love?
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I've got some wonderful caramels over at the hotel.
Mr. Hill.
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? And what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street, like a Saturday night rowdy in a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I'm a conservatory man myself. Erie, Indiana, gold medal class of '05.
Even should that happen to be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town. And I think it's only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books in my library, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Hey, Gregory.
Mars.
How'd you make out with the music teacher?
Oh, scrumptious. She hit out of my hand the minute I winked at her.
He did. Boy, did you cut a swat tonight. For a minute, I thought you even knew something about leading a band. Just like when you used to imitate that band concert fellow back in Joplin.
Kid stuff. I'm in rare form these days, Mars. Just to keep your eye on me for the next 4 weeks.
4 weeks? It only used to take 10 days for the instruments to arrive.
Oh, it still does. But it takes 4 weeks for the uniforms.
Oh, no, Greg, you haven't had his uniforms.
Oh, uniforms and instruction books.
Instruction books? But you can't pass yourself off as a music professor.
Mars.
I mean, not for any 4 weeks, you don't know one note from another.
Look, I've developed a revolutionary new method called the think system. I don't have to bother with notes.
But in 4 weeks, people will want to hear music. They'll have to lead a band.
Look, by the time the uniforms arrive, they will have forgotten everything else. At least long enough for me to collect and leave. This is a refined operation, son. I've got everything timed down to the last wave, the last brakeman's hand on the last train out of town. Now, if you'll excuse me.
You don't line yourself up a little canoodling, huh?
Well...
Say, can I fix you up with Ethel's sister? Lovely girl, teaches Sunday school.
Oh, no, why that eager, wholesome, innocent Sunday school teacher for me? That kind of girl spinning webs on a spider ever listen, boy. A girl who trades on all that purity really wants to trade a might of hit as for security. The only improvement is she will allow refers to marching down the aisle. The golden glory is cleanly pristine hot. No scruple for no I ought to do I live on. I can tell you that right now. I snarl, I hiss, how can ignorance be compared to bliss? I spark, I fizz, for the lady who knows what time it is. I cheer, I rave, for the virtue I'm too late to save. The sadder but wiser girl for me. Fisherman, I'm a fishing sea. I flinch, I shy, when the loss of a delicate air goes by. I hope, I grin, when the gal with a touch of sin walks in. I hope, I pray, for haste to win just one more in. The sadder but wiser girl's the girl for me. The sadder but wiser girl for me.
Isn't it exciting, Eulalie?
Oh, I could not say. Oh, no, I simply could not say. I could not say at this time. My husband, I'm sure, will wish to investigate. And for the time, I am reticent. Oh, I am reticent.
Of course, Mr. Shin. But you see, part of my plans for music included a committee for dance and, no, wait, your foot. The way you moved it just now.
Well, I have a bunion there that's long.
Well, the expressions of line and movement.
Mr. Hill.
Oh, you must accept the chairmanship of the Ladies Auxiliary for Classic Dance, so mustn't you, ladies?
Oh, yes, well, ukulele recognition, dancing.
Oh, say you will. Every move you make bespeaks still sorte. Say you will, Mrs. Shin. Please say you will.
Well, yes, and I would like to say...
Thank you. And now the young lady who plays the piano. Marion Peru, I believe. After all, she is a librarian.
chick, chick, talk a lot, big little talk, little chick, 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 talk a lot, big little more, big little talk, little chick, 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 talk a lot, big little more, big little talk, little chick, 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 chick. But as for her kind of woman doesn't belong on any committee. I shouldn't tell you this, but she advocates dirty books.
Dirty books?
Chaucer, Rabelais. And the worst thing, of course, I shouldn't tell you this, but I won't tell. The man is so much to me, let me tell. Stop.
I'll tell.
She made brazen overtures to a man who never had a friend in this town until she came. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison? Well, Madison Gymnasium, Madison Picnic Park, Madison Hospital. That Miser Madison?
Exactly. Who do you think he was, anyway?
I should say. Show off. Gave the town a library, too, didn't he?
That's just it. He left the library building to the city.
And he left all the books to her.
She was seen coming and going from his place.
Oh yes, that woman made brazen overtures with a gilded guarantee. She had a golden glint in her eye. She learned what her counter ring. Snubbed her down and go over my little chips and cleanse, rolled and steel. Here, what's a G? He left River City, the library, then they know he left all the books to her. Chaucer, Rabelais,
Just a minute. We need your credentials. Oh, yes. Your credentials and pictures right over the hotel. We'll go get them now. Good night, ladies. Probably very young and anyone can make a mistake.
What?
Oh, no apologies, no explanations needed. I will only be in town in a short while and the sadder but wiser girl for me.
Would you please make your selection and leave?
I have.
Well, what do you want to take out?
The librarian! You're not listening, Marion. Look. Marbles. 6 steelies, 8 Yankees, a dozen peewees, and 1 big lassie with an American flag in the middle. I think I'll drop it.
No!
Shh. Out of my bread. What can I say, my dear, to make it clear? I love you madly, madly, madam librarian, Marion, heaven help us if the library caught a fire, and the volunteer host forgave me, and to whisper the news to Marion. loud with any librarian, such as Madam Librarian.
Is that good?
Good? It means that America has finally produced an artist that can do the minute waltz in less than 50 seconds.
How can I get one of them horns?
Well, just sign right here. $97 import fee.
Yes, sir. Just think I could have missed this whole... I haven't got any, son. You want scrupulous? You want flightless? You'll be down at City Hall with your by-God papers at 3 o'clock.
You mean this afternoon?
Couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a Quaker on his day off.
Miss Peru, do you realize that you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I'm not quite understanding you entirely, Professor.
Well, if your son has that same firm chin and those splendid cheek muscles. Oh, sure. Why, George, not that he could be ever really great, you understand, but...
In the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, because all the really great cornet players were Irish. Clark, Mendez, Oh, you are? Oh, by George, that clinches it. Sign right here, Miss Prue. That'll be $7 import fee. Nothing more to do until the first installment payable at the opening of band practice. Oh, and I'll need the boy's measurements for his uniform. Hello, son. Certainly his uniform. and there won't be a penny more due until delivery, which gives them 4 weeks to anticipate, to imagine, at no cost whatsoever. Never allow the demands of tomorrow to interfere with the pleasures and excitement of today.
Would it have
A stripe? Oh, certainly, boy. A wide red stripe on either side. What do you think of that?
You'll have to excuse Wayne, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words a day, even to us. And if you can get him to play in the band at St. Michael's on Warwickshire, well, if anybody can do it, I bet you can. Out of the crowd, I'm looking for a hog-carrying, clay-pipe smoking, shamrock-wearing, terrace holding, singing Irishman. Pick off the dress, where you from, bud?
Gary, Indiana.
I knew it. What'd you say?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatory was my alma mater.
See now.
Oh, yes, gold medal class of '05. How do, Miss Mary?
How do, Mr. Hill?
I thought the name sounded familiar. Peru. You know, I've been by a time or two
He
this
wants
week.
to put Winthrop in the
We're
band.
not interested, Mama.
But darling, you might have your father's musical gift. He does have my dad, you know.
Oh, was the father musical? I'd like to have a talk with him. I'm sure that we
You
can.
burst into everyone's home like this, prying into personal affairs. We're not interested.
Well, that's 1 for and 1 against. Now why don't we let the boy's father
The
decide?
boy's father is dead. Anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry. But that's all the more reason why the boy deserves something like
My
this.
brother is a 10-year-old problem child who can't understand why his father was taken away from him. Would you care to explain it to him? He's been brooding about it for 2 years. And as to your musical tricks, why don't you go into business with some nice carnival man who sells gold-painted watches and glass diamond rings?
Musical tricks. Gold-plated wings. I think she likes the idea. She's a little cautious, perhaps, but I like that in a woman. Just keep me alive within the week and I'll be back.
Oh, Professor, I do all the boys' measurements. I think I'll just go. Sleep 21 ways to 18 comfortable.
Thanks, that's all I needed to know. Now I must get back to the hotel.
Oh, Professor, you must excuse me. I mean, she isn't very...
Oh, no need to say a word. I'm sure that at heart she's as kind and generous as yourself. Good day to you, Air Peru.
Has he gone? Yes, and I hope not forever. Don't you ever think of your future, darling? Gary, Indiana, conservation class of our time.
No, Mama. Surely a girl's future doesn't depend on encouraging every fast-talking, self-centered, woman-chasing traveling man who comes to town. And the fact that he claims his commodity is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
Well, darling, all right. But it's a well-known fact that you keep the treasure wood store and the steel in the oven. You never strike up much of a fire.
Mama! Winthrop, I know you're there. Would you please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb to give you the book I set aside? It's the Indiana State Educational Journal, 1890 to 1910. The big blue volume.
Do I have that?
You won't have to speak to anyone. I've written it all down. Thank you, darling.
Now what are you up to? What have you been eating book for this hour of the night?
I have a feeling that the Indiana Journal may help me poke some large holes in the professor's claims.
Well, aren't you, Pop? At your age, what kind of a white knight do you expect to come riding along?
Well, I'm not waiting for Luther Greiner, who backs me into the ancient history shelf every time he comes into the library.
He does?
Or Ed Gamage and that buggy of his with removable back seat. But I'm not waiting for any man in shiny white armor either. White knight, not a Lancelot, nor an angel with wings, just someone to love me, who is not ashamed of a few nice things. White knight, what my heart would say if there only know. Please tell me not, show me now.
then meet me after supper.
That was really nice. Meet you where?
The footbridge?
You see, isn't that what I said? Last time the lumberyard, this time the footbridge. Where will it be after that? Black hole, Calcutta, keep good.
Well, I only wanted to show you my invention.
What invention?
It's a music holder for a marching piccolo player. It still has a few bugs to work out. Like when you have it tight enough to keep the music steady, you cut off circulation, and meanwhile you could go blind.
Is that the first thing I said or not?
Yes, George.
Very first thing I said. Early hay with the horse. Get that stove out of credentials, I said. Morning of July 4th, 19 and 12. And now look, my wife is off dancing at any and all hours, instead of at home. The school were to sing on the street and down alley instead of attending the city matters. My oldest girl is totally around with some wild kid. My business is falling out so far I can't find the balance sheet.
Oh, Mr. Mayor, I found something very interesting in this book about Professor Hill's alma mater,
It's who?
his university.
Oh, I know all about that. In fact, that's the only thing I can ever get out of it. Garrett Conservatory, class of Odd 5.
Well, if you just take a little time to read about the conservatory, I don't think you'll have to look any further. It's on page...
Papa! The Wells Fargo wagon just
I like the story. It's selling the date nonsense.
It could be the bandits!
The bandits, Wills?
The Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, please let it be for me. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what it could be.
I got a box of maple sugar on my...
Remarks I got a great walking on. And once again some grapefruit from Denver.
No remarks and me a bathtub in a cross-cut sock.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. A free fix of price of COD.
It could be curtains or dishwasher.
Or it could be.
Yes, it could be. Yes, you're right. It surely could be.
Something special.
Something very, very special now.
Just for me.
Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. Oh, let it pass my door. Oh, the Wells Fargo wagon is a coming down the street. I wish I knew what he was coming for.
I got some salmon from Seattle last September. I hope I get my raisins from Fresno.
Kids, you all receive individual instructions and instruments in due course. But for now, stay off the streets. And remember to get familiar with the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da.
Sister, it says this the most scrumptious local singer of all. Never thought I'd see anything so scrumptious as the scrumptious local thing. Oh, sister.
Well, one thing, Miss Will, but I bet her supply got taken out of the horns in pretty short order, or I'll see you in front of the grand jury over county seat. Now, Miss Marion, about that book.
Oh, come along, George. And this fugitive.
Watch your phraseology. Get along if you want to. I gotta get some from the library.
Ladies dance committee meets Tuesday night in the high school. it's you all the way into town.
If your sweet Helen didn't set me up,
And it's
your got to go live that gets me down. It's you on my pillow and all of my dreams, till once more the morning breaks through. What words could we say that are truer or plainer than it's you? It's you.
yes, it's you.
Oh, yes, it's
Smile, girl, smile.
Now, remember, if you want to play in the band, you have to think the minuet in G. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da.
What are these,
Well, that's not important right now, Winthrop. But soon you'll be able to use something like this. So you put this hand up on the keys and Tommy, would you like to take over for me, please? All right, you know the minuet in G, right? Just think. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. Chant. La-di-da. That's good. That's good. La-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da. La-di-da. La-di-da. Take your hands off my daughter! Mr. Shin? Your Honor, sir? Your daughter and I are going steady behind your back.
What,
We'd rather do it in front of your back.
To what? Never mind.
Zanita scared you, but I'm not. I should think you'd hate to have your own daughter scared of you. Geely Clyde!
I'm going to warn you once more. If I ever catch you touching my daughter, I'll by-God horsewhip you till hell won't have it again.
Now, George.
Not one poop out of you, madam.
I think you mean Pete.
Yes, now get out of this whole building.
I got as much right in a public book as anyone.
Right? How do you get any right around here? Aiding and abetting the swindling activities of the spellbinding symbol salesman? You know what I see written all over you? Reform school. Now get out! Get out, you wild kid.
Papa, please! It's capulets like you that make blood in the marketplace. God!
Watch your phrase holes, young woman. Go home. You let it.
I wouldn't
You
always.
tend your dance.
My
I'll
God.
handle Zanita. Taking out the wild kids from the wrong side of town?
But Mr. Mayor, if I could just make you understand.
Well, you can't. And by the way, thanks for nothing. I read that book you gave me for a whole week now. Cover to cover. I didn't find it.
Mr. Mayor, if you please.
I'll settle your half so I get these premises off my oldest girl.
Yes, well, I want you to know that in the meantime, I'm vouching for Tommy Gilas. That boy's got the confidence of every kid in this town. And you'll be standing in line waiting to shake his hand by the time our band plays its first concert.
By the time your band plays its first concert, the individual members will have to foregather in wheelchairs on account of the broken legs they'll get from tripping over their beers. Now let me tell you something, my fine young feathered young... Never mind! All of it. Jason, you were all of it. I want this man's references and I want them tonight. Don't let him out of your sight. He's slipping her into Mississippi Sturgeon.
Do you mean you want to get his credential?
Get his papers or get him in jail. Couldn't make myself any plainer if I was a butt hook in the well water.
Professor Hill, I think Mayor Shouldn't behaved abominably, and it was wonderful of you coming to Tommy's defense.
Oh, that was nothing.
Oh, yes, it was.
Oh, no. Man can't dodge the issue every time a little personal risk is involved. What does that poet say? The coward dies 1,000 deaths, the brave only 500. The mayor was already pretty mad on account of that billiard parlor thing. I suppose a recommendation from a musical authority like yourself would help, but I couldn't ask you to do a thing like that.
Why, Professor Hill?
You would?
I'd be glad to. I just wish I was a little more informed. I've been wanting to talk to you about Winthrop's coronet.
Oh, his cornet. Mother of pearl
I'm
keys.
sure it's fine. You see, he never touches it.
told me you said it wasn't necessary. He tells me about some think system. If he thinks them invention, one would have thought he would know. Now, Professor...
Now, Miss Marion, the think system is a revolutionary method, I'll admit. And so is Galileo's conception of the heavens. Columbus's conception of the egg. Globe. Bach's conception of the well-tempered clavichord. Now, I cannot discuss these things here in public. But if you'd allow me to call, when may I call?
Why, any night this week.
Tradition Peru, your Johnson Pines until the next long come down, start taking ditty.
She goes darling tonight dancing along, you know, Professor
Dance like
Fairy princess, with looking for your floor, with golden shimmer in your hair, and silver shoes for all to see. We know that you will soon unfold a forgiving heart of purest gold. Here, for woman's heart. Fairy princess,
Sorry, Professor, but we got orders.
We've all been deputized.
Oh, yeah. Congratulations. Now, you know, I've been trying to give you fellows my credentials and papers a time or two this week, but every time you seem to get off the subject somehow. Now, I have just what you want over at the hotel. Take me just a second.
Sorry, but I'll have to go with you.
Oh, yes, of course. Well, let me see if I have my key. Oh, what's this? A testimonial from Madame Reaney, the only female bassoon player to ever play in the Red Pat circuit. That was her stage name, actually. She was from Moline. Lyda Rose Quackenbush.
Did I see that a minute?
Oh, no. You'll never forget the name. Lyda Rose. Same as the old song. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, that would be suggestion. I want the question. Lyda Rose, I'm home again, Rose, without a sweetheart to my name. Lyda Rose, now everyone knows that I'm hoping you're the same. So here's my love song, not fancy or loud. Lyda Rose, oh, won't you be my Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose, oh, Lyda Rose.
Dream of love, dream
What? You mean Professor Hill?
Mm-hmm. And look, I still have some work left.
Did you have a good time?
Constant. He told me all about his hometown, Gary, Indiana, and he said he'd take me there someday. He taught me a song that hardly has any accent in it. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me tell you once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me best. If you'd like to have a wonderful life, understand how it happened on the dog and think of me then. I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that's right my way. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, where the rest of New York can run. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. If you like to have a wonderful life when it's done, now I happened on the dog and think of me then. I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that's right my way. Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, where the rest of New York can run. But Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home sweet home. I'll be back in a minute. I have to show Anne roll with my life off.
Leave the dishes. I'll do them, Mama.
Don't you have to get changed for the social?
There's time later.
Shin's live around here somewhere?
The Shin home is on East Sound. This is West Sound.
Oh, crime. I see you're the piano teacher in town. You must know about this fellow Hill forming a voice band.
Yes.
Well, don't let it worry you no more. I had the goods on him in space. Swimming two-bit thimble rigger. That's why I got to see Shin. I'm only in town for a few minutes. Number 8 only makes a 15-minute water stop. Wish it was 20. Would sure like to concentrate 5 more minutes on you, girly girl.
Who are you?
Name's Charlie Cow, Anvil salesman. But just now I'm to protect the good name of the traveling fraternity from this swindler.
Mr. Powell, you're making a big mistake.
Mistake my old lady's corset cutter? This fellow's been a raspberry seed in my wisdom tooth long enough. He spoiled Illinois for me. He's not going to spoil out. Say, what kind of piano teacher are you anyway? You didn't see through him. He's no professor.
I know all about that. Band leaders are always called professor. It's a harmless deception. He's a fine director, and his scholastic record is...
Fine director? Have you heard one note of music from any band?
No, but...
But nothing, girly girl. He's never formed a band in his life, and he never will.
If you'll just listen to me for a minute.
I'd like to. I'd like to do more than that. I sure got the inclination. But I gotta leave this dynamite with someone on my way back to the depot. Bye, girly girl. See you next time through.
But Mr. Powell, you'll never make that train at the depot. You'll have to catch it at the crossing.
No, sir. I gotta leave word about this fell hill, and I can see I can't leave word with you.
But Mr. Powell, you don't know me very well yet.
Is that invitation?
No. And then I don't know you.
Why need more time anyway?
I mean, as well as I'd like to. I never met a man who sells anvils. That's something quite different.
It takes a real salesman, let me tell you. Anvil's got a limited appeal here. So what am I doing? I'll miss my train. I'll lose my job.
Why don't you leave word with me?
How do I know to deliver the letters?
Try me. There's your train. Now run for it.
Why you double dealing, little? Who do you think you're protecting? This guy's got a girl in every county. He's taking away from every one of them. And that's 102 counties, not counting piano teachers like you he's cozied up to keep their mouths shut. Neither of you have heard the last of me yet, girly girl.
At the
mother said?
Well, I told...
You did ask me to call.
Did I? I didn't mean anything.
Oh, now, Miss Marion, I'm not suggesting that your invitation inferred anything more than academic enlightenment. The think system? Oh, I've been by a time or two this week to try to explain it to you, but there always seem to be people around. Mostly ladies, I think.
Yes, Mrs. Squires and several of the ladies.
That's good. I wouldn't want anybody beating my time. Yes, well, obviously it's not a convenient time. I'll see if it's sociable later.
Professor Hill, is it really true that you've had a hunt? What I'm trying to say is...
Yes?
Is it really true that you've developed a think system?
A what? Oh, think system. Think system. Yeah, think system. Yes, yes. It's very simple. It's simple as whistling. Nobody ever has to tell you how to do anything when you're whistling. You just put your lips together and blow. Now, why don't you try it?
I'll take your word.
Yes, well, shall we set?
Are all music teachers as dense as I am?
All music teachers.
I dare say you meet dozens, even 100.
Well,
Have they all been as fascinated as I have with the think system?
Oh, some more, some less. One young lady actually thought of the same system before I arrived at her town. She showed me a few refinements.
I see.
Have I said something wrong?
Please don't let me keep you, Professor Hill. You must have many more important things to do than to explain the think system to me.
Can't think of one.
And I must be very dull company for a man of your experience.
Now, say. Where'd you get an idea like that?
One hears rumors about traveling salesmen.
Oh, now you can't believe everything you hear. After all, one even hears rumors about librarians.
I suppose you're referring to Uncle Matty?
Uncle Matty?
Mr. Madison, my father's best friend? No matter what they say, you left me a sure job so that Mother and Elizabeth and I could have some security. Surely you don't believe
Oh, of course not. That's what I'm saying. But why do you suppose people start those rumors anyways?
Narrow-mindedness? Jealousy? Jealousy mostly, I guess.
It's jealousy mostly that starts rumors about traveling salesmen. What have you heard?
Nothing about you personally, generally.
What have you heard generally?
But of course, it stands to reason that the disappointment and jealousy from employment take you, for instance. Your attentions to customers and teachers might easily be misinterpreted, mightn't they?
Why?
I mean, honestly, no, mightn't they? And so you say if another salesman or somebody were jealous, well, they could be downright lies, couldn't they?
What good?
Rumors and things?
Oh, of course.
It just goes to show that you should never believe everything you hear. I mean, if you just discuss things.
Oh, no, Miss Marion, I would love to discuss anything in the world with you. But couldn't we do it sitting down? I mean, you do sit, your knees bending all right.
You could sit over on the porch steps.
Oh, we could also sit over at a large hollow log by the footbridge.
I couldn't think of it. I've never been to the footbridge with a man in my life.
Oh, just to talk.
Some other time. I've got to change to the sociable. Maybe tomorrow?
My dear little librarian, you pile up enough tomorrows, you have nothing but a lot of empty yesterdays. Now, I don't know about you, but I'd like to make my today worth remembering.
So would I.
Footbridge, 15 minutes.
15 minutes. Mama?
Dear?
I just told Professor Hill I'd meet him at the footbridge in 15 minutes.
Oh, glory be to since we praise it works. I'm using the think system on you from the parlor.
You're about 26 years late. I ain't taking you all this time to get to the footbridge with a fella.
If you want to know the truth, it was almost longer.
Oh?
Halfway here, I nearly turned back. I suppose I'm not the first to find it easier to think clearly and not under the spell of your salesmanship.
Oh, surely, Miss Rand, you don't think I've been selling you anything?
No. You've given me something. That's why I came.
But I don't recall giving
yes, you have. Something beautiful. And I'm glad. Don't be so different that I expect too much from you. One can't expect a traveling salesman to say words. I know there have been many what you call and there will be many more. But that's no reason for you to be grateful. Not to be grateful for what you've left behind for me.
Very enough.
There were bells on my hill, songs I never heard before. I never heard them till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them. I never saw them till there was you. And there was music, and there were wonderful roses came to me in sweet, fragrant memories of joy and dew. There was love all around, but I never did see you. I never heard it till there was you.
a cable from Hector and Berlioz. This could be it. Now what?
The salesman around here. It sounds like she's selling and you're buying.
Look, I didn't know I had to leave tonight. I had to keep her off balance, didn't I?
Yeah, well, she's so far off balance now you can't tell her from a catboat in a hurricane.
Listen, Buster Brown, I've come through the ranks on this skirmish, and I'm not retiring without my commission.
Greg, you can't get anywhere right out here on the footbridge.
Look, there's a place over by Madison Picnic Park that makes this footbridge look like an old lady's home. Now go on, go get the rig. Never a peaceful moment in the music business. Now, where were we?
You're about to tell me what I don't know about you.
Oh, yeah. Well, we don't have to go into that just now, do we?
No. Or ever for that matter, no. The librarian hasn't felt much like doing research lately. But she did plenty when we first came here.
Oh, about what?
About Professor Harold Hill. Gary, Indiana, gold medal class of '05. Harold, there wasn't any Gary, Indiana in '05.
Why, there's certainly...
Because the town wasn't even built until '06. We'll see what the social is.
How long have you known?
Since July 7th, 3 days after we closed. I tore this paper from the Indiana Journal. It was originally intended to use against you, but now I give it to you with all my heart.
But if you knew, then why didn't you? You little... That I modestly took my place as the one and only basin I who fought open down the square. With 110 coordinates close at hand. There were horns of every shape and good night, I sung my sweet dreams to you.
110 coordinates
I wish I may and I wish I might. Now good night, my someone good night.
Greg, this guy's crazy. He's going all over town spilling everything.
I'll say I'm crazy. Missed my train, probably lost my job, but I got you now, knowing you'll pay. Why, you'd be in the creek right now if it hadn't been for that piano music. What'd you do? Glue gates me around so I couldn't get the shin. A little dried up, man hungry, doxy, round heel. Get
Get out of here, I'll kill you, you fell about.
I'll sing this down till you get yours. Up, down, sideways, and through. You won't even never need to be careful.
Finish yourself, Greg. Greg's in the alley, hurry up. I'm trying to help him off the social.
Thanks, Morris.
Now, a woman who's kissing the very first date is usually a hussy, and a woman who'll kiss the second time out is anything but fussy. Well, a woman who'll wait till the third time round, head in the clouds, feet on the ground. She's the girl who's Letty Brown. She's his shaboopy, 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 shaboopy. Well, girls, what you get? Shaboopy, shaboopy, shaboopy.
What you get with her hands?
Walk her once in the rain, a curtain, and you walk around twice in your bed for certain. One more in the flower garden, she will never get started. Beg your pardon. What's
eyes that are being swollen right this minute in this town by Harold Hill. Yep, by Harold Hill. Highwayman. Road agent. Pickpocket. Same thing. Hand in your walk, mister. And yours, madam. And yours, little lady. Ever since the first moment he came to town, or there's more written document evidence than you'll have time to read. There isn't any ban. There never has been any ban, and there never will be any ban. And if you don't strike this man down like a mad dog, there won't be any Harold Hill either. You're by the next train out of Iowa.
Now will you people believe me?
Well, what are we waiting for? I want my money back. Oh, forget the money all of his hide.
After it! When you find a ring in the schoolhouse, after it! Try the lower, try the front, back in the middle, try the front. Throw it out!
Marion, I've been looking all over for you. Where have you been?
I've been looking for Winthrop. He's run away. Please go, Harold. Please, but you've been talking about tar and feathers.
But I had to see you.
It's all right. Don't you know that? You don't owe me a word, not a word. Now, please, go.
Greg! He's nowhere around here. Let's try down by the creek.
Winthrop!
Wait a minute here, son. Wait a minute.
I'm not your son. Leave me go.
Not till I talk to you for a minute.
I won't listen. You won't tell the truth anyway.
Would to.
Would not?
Would to. I'd tell you anything you wanted to know.
You be the Dan?
No.
Are you a big liar?
Yes.
Are you Judy Ryan Crook?
Yes.
Leave me go, you
What's the matter? You wanted the truth, didn't you? Now you're going to get it all, so you might as well quit wiggling and listen to it. There are two things you're entitled to know. One, you're a pretty good kid. I thought so from the start. That's why I wanted you in the band, so you'd stop moping around here and feeling sorry for yourself.
What band?
I always think there's a band, kid.
Well, here's the thing I'm proud to know.
Well, actually, now that I think of it, the other thing isn't any of your business.
I wish you'd never come to Root City.
No, you don't, Winthrop.
Sister, you believe him?
I believe every word he ever said.
But he promised us.
I know what he promised us. And it happened just like he said. The lights and the colors and the flags and the symbols.
Where was all that?
And the way every kid in this town walked around here all summer and looked and acted, especially you. And the parents, too. Does Mama wish you'd never come to River City?
Well, you did it, don't you?
No, Whitney. Now go, Harold, please.
Go on, Professor, hurry up.
I can't, Winthrop.
Why not?
Because for the first time in my life, I got my foot caught in the door. There was love all around, but I never heard it singing. No, I never heard it at all, till there was you.
Greg! They're here! Hurry up! That way! That way!
Which is why I interrupted the program at this point. Rest assured, this snake in our bosom would have been misapprehended by this time. Yes, and always remember, fellow River Citizians, I can only remind you that I did everything in my power to prevent this dire happening from, happening. Fourscore.
What have you done to get our money back? He's collected nearly $300 from us just tonight for uniform.
It's slippery, I told you.
I haven't seen my daughters or the uniform since just after supper.
He's a kidnapper.
Fine situation here.
Fourscore and 7 years ago. Just a minute. Virtue has triumphed. The sword of retribution has cut down Professor Harold Hill. And if there are those, as I have heard, who are milking tar and collect each other, I will not say the name.
Well, I think that some of you who are grateful to Harold for what he's brought to this town. Do you remember River City before he arrived? Well, do you? And if you are grateful, at least you could admit it.
You're wasting a great deal of time here. If there's a person in this hall who thinks this man Hill should not be tarred and feathered, let him stand up now. You lily, sit down. Have you people forgotten how you bought expensive uniforms, technical instruction books, and high-priced band instruments? Have you forgotten the clear understanding and warranty that your child will be taught to play in a band? Well, where's the band? Where's the band?
All right now, kids, think. Now think.
Show, Bob.